Iceland, a realm sculpted by the primal forces of ice and fire. Its landscapes a breathtaking tapestry of raw, untamed beauty. Here glaciers carve their ancient paths, volcanoes slumber and stir, and the aurora borealis dances across the ink-black sky. Yet beyond this dramatic natural theatre lies a phenomenon perhaps even more captivating. Iceland consistently ranks as one of the happiest countries on our planet. How is it that this land, often perceived as stark and isolated, has become such a beacon of contentment and societal well-being? Join me, Ibra Ahmed, as we embark on an exploration, a journey to uncover the secrets behind Iceland's remarkable joy. We will delve into the heart of its communities, its unique societal norms, and the philosophies that guide its people. Let us begin this fascinating quest. Here, in this island nation cradled by the North Atlantic, the concept of community takes on a profound significance. With a population numbering just around 375,000 souls, Iceland fosters an environment where individuals are not mere statistics, but known faces, familiar voices. This relatively small number cultivates an intimacy, a sense of interconnectedness that is increasingly rare in our modern, sprawling world. The historical narrative of Iceland is one of resilience, a testament to the human spirit's ability to adapt and thrive in even the most challenging conditions. For centuries, its inhabitants faced the relentless power of a harsh, often unforgiving environment. The volatile geology, the unpredictable weather, and the profound isolation from mainland Europe necessitated an extraordinary degree of cooperation. Survival was not an individual pursuit but a collective endeavor, where the well-being of one was inextricably linked to the well-being of all. This legacy of interdependence has not faded with time. Rather, it has evolved, shaping the contemporary Icelandic psyche. There is an unspoken understanding, a deeply ingrained ethos that emphasizes mutual support and collective responsibility. This isn't simply a quaint tradition. It's a living, breathing aspect of Icelandic identity, a cornerstone of their societal strength. One sees this spirit manifested in countless ways, perhaps most notably in the sharing of resources. In a land where nature's bounty can be both generous and fickle, a culture of sharing ensures that needs are met, that burdens are lightened. Whether it's a communal tool shed in a small fishing village or the collective management of natural hot springs, the principle of shared access and benefit prevails. This practice not only addresses practical needs but also reinforces the sense of belonging to a larger, caring entity. This profound sense of connection, of being an integral part of a supportive network, plays an undeniably vital role in the happiness of Icelanders. Iceland stands as a remarkable testament to what can be achieved when a nation wholeheartedly embraces the principles of gender equality and inclusion. Year after year, it consistently secures a position at the zenith of global rankings in this domain, a beacon for others to observe and perhaps emulate. This is not a recent development, but rather the culmination of decades of concerted effort, a deep-seated societal commitment to fairness and equal opportunity for all its citizens, irrespective of gender. A pivotal moment in this journey, one that resonated far beyond Iceland's shores, was the election of Vigdis Finnbogadóttir in 1980. She became not only Iceland's first female president, but the first democratically elected female head of state in the entire world. Her presidency, spanning 16 years, was more than symbolic. It fundamentally shifted perceptions and demonstrated unequivocally that leadership knows no gender. The nation continues to lead the charge in the crucial battle to close the gender pay gap. Icelandic law mandates that companies prove they are paying men and women equally for work of equal value, a progressive step that moves beyond mere rhetoric to tangible action. Parental leave policies in Iceland are notably generous, and crucially, they are designed to be shared between both parents. This enlightened approach encourages fathers to take an active role in the early stages of their children's lives, fostering stronger family bonds and promoting a more equitable distribution of caregiving responsibilities. But Iceland's commitment to inclusion extends beyond gender. There is a pervasive culture that strives to make all individuals feel valued, respected, and importantly safe. That in the Icelandic model of society, certain fundamental pillars of a secure and dignified life are considered not as commodities to be bought and sold, but as public services accessible to every citizen as a right. Prime among these are healthcare and education. This foundational principle, that the well-being and intellectual development of its people are collective responsibilities, profoundly shapes the daily lives and long-term prospects of Icelanders, contributing significantly to their overall sense of contentment. Imagine a society where the fear of crippling medical bills is largely absent. In Iceland, healthcare is predominantly publicly funded, meaning that access to medical treatment, from routine checkups to complex surgeries, is not contingent upon one's financial status or employment. This universal system ensures that individuals can seek care when they need it, without the added burden of worrying how they will afford it. Such a system fosters a healthier population, both physically and mentally. Similarly, education, from the earliest years through to university, is a public good, largely free of charge. Icelanders understand that an educated populace is the bedrock of a thriving, innovative, and democratic society. By removing financial barriers to learning, the nation ensures that talent and ambition, not wealth, determine an individual's educational trajectory. This commitment opens doors and creates opportunities for all. This dual commitment to accessible healthcare and education cultivates a powerful sense of security among the Icelandic people. Despite its modest population, Iceland possesses a cultural heart that beats with astonishing vibrancy and creative energy. Far from being a cultural backwater, this island nation has cultivated an artistic scene that is both deeply rooted in its unique heritage and startlingly contemporary. Music, literature, and the visual arts are not peripheral pursuits here. They are woven into the very essence of Icelandic life, nourishing the mind and spirit in ways that contribute profoundly to national well-being. Music in particular seems to flow through the Icelandic veins. From the ethereal soundscapes of internationally acclaimed artists like Björk and Sigur Rós to a thriving grassroots scene encompassing every imaginable genre, music is an omnipresent force. Live music venues abound, even in smaller towns, and festivals celebrating diverse musical forms dot the calendar, providing constant opportunities for both expression and appreciation. Literature holds an equally revered place in Icelandic culture, a legacy stretching back to the ancient sagas, epic tales of heroes, gods, and the early settlement of the island. This rich literary tradition continues to thrive, with Icelanders being voracious readers and prolific writers. The nation publishes more books per capita than almost any other, a testament to the enduring power of the written word in shaping their identity and understanding of the world. Beyond music and literature, the visual arts, design, and crafts also flourish. Icelandic artists draw inspiration from the dramatic landscapes, the unique light, and the rich folklore of their homeland, producing work that is often both innovative and deeply evocative. This pervasive encouragement of self-expression allows Icelanders to explore their inner worlds, to communicate their perspectives, and to connect with others on a deeper level. For the people of Iceland, nature is not a distant concept, a place visited on occasional holidays. It is an ever-present, powerful force that shapes their environment, their culture, and indeed, their very souls. Surrounded by a breathtaking panorama of glaciers that gleam under the Arctic sun, volcanoes that smolder with primal energy, geysers that erupt in plumes of steam, and waterfalls that cascade with thunderous beauty, Icelanders live in intimate dialogue with the wild. The unique geological character of this island, born from the fiery meeting of tectonic plates, has sculpted a landscape of almost surreal majesty, towering ice caps, vast lava fields stretching like lunar plains, bubbling geothermal pools painting the earth in vibrant hues. These are not just backdrops, but integral parts of the Icelandic identity. This constant proximity to such raw elemental forces instills a profound respect for the natural world. From their earliest years, Icelanders develop a deep, almost spiritual connection to the land. It is their playground, their teacher, their sanctuary. They learn to read its moods, to understand its power, and to appreciate its delicate beauty. This upbringing fosters a sense of belonging, not just to a community of people, but to the wider ecosystem, an understanding that human life is interwoven with the rhythms of nature. Modern science increasingly validates what Icelanders have perhaps intuitively known for centuries. Spending time in nature has a remarkable capacity to reduce stress and calm the mind. The natural world offers a vital antidote to the pressures of modern existence, a space for mental and emotional recalibration. In the Icelandic pursuit of happiness, the way work integrates with life rather than dominating it holds a place of considerable importance. There is a prevailing understanding that while professional endeavors are valuable, they are but one facet of a well-rounded and fulfilling existence. This perspective fosters a societal emphasis on achieving a healthy work-life balance, a stark contrast to the culture of overwork that prevails in many other developed nations. This is not to say that Icelanders lack ambition or a strong work ethic, far from it. However, there is a collective wisdom that recognizes the diminishing returns of excessive hours and the profound importance of time dedicated to family, personal pursuits, and simple rest. A fascinating illustration of this progressive approach was Iceland's widely reported trials of a 4-day work week. Conducted over several years and involving a significant portion of the workforce, these experiments explored the possibility of reducing working hours without a corresponding loss in pay, aiming to enhance employee well-being while maintaining or even improving productivity. The results of these trials were remarkably positive and garnered international attention. Many participating workplaces reported that productivity either remained stable or, in some cases, actually increased. Perhaps even more significantly, the trials demonstrated substantial improvements in employee satisfaction and overall well-being. Workers reported feeling less stressed, more energized, and having a better balance between their professional responsibilities and their personal lives. Ultimately, the Icelandic approach to work-life balance underscores a deep understanding that rest and rejuvenation are not signs of idleness, but prerequisites for a happy, healthy, and productive life. As our journey through the heart of Iceland's happiness concludes, it becomes clear that the nation's remarkable contentment is not a product of idyllic weather or boundless material wealth. Instead, Iceland's joy appears to be meticulously woven from a tapestry of deeply ingrained values, a profound sense of community, an unwavering commitment to equality, an intimate connection with the raw beauty of nature, and a societal structure that prioritizes holistic well-being. These are not abstract ideals, but principles put into practice daily, reflected in their public services, their cultural expressions, and their approach to life and work. Iceland demonstrates that even in a remote and sometimes challenging environment, it is possible for people to cultivate warm, meaningful, and deeply satisfying lives. Perhaps the most enduring lesson from Iceland's example is that happiness may not be so much about one's lives, but one chooses to live, both individually and collectively. It suggests that by fostering strong communities, championing fairness, cherishing our natural world, and striving for balance, any society can move closer to creating an environment where human flourishing is not just a distant dream, but an achievable reality. Maybe happiness